been on Turby Durden. Turby Durden. Hey.
What's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic Turby Derby, July 4th, 2026. In Turby we trust, in Derby we trust. Ladies and gentlemen, hope you're cracking a fucking Miller Lite or a PBR. Well, PBR is that pussy drink. PBR is what goddamn commies drink, but on this beautiful day, July 4th, we're all cracking a cold one. It's July 4th. It's the 4th of July. It doesn't feel like it. Doesn't feel like it. Doesn't feel like America's reached his 250th birthday. It kind of feels like it's America's funeral, but it's fine. We're going to monitor the situation regardless. You already know. A little bit of an empire in decline. No fireworks in Colorado. Canceled. That's probably not surprising. People are not necessarily feeling all that patriotic. That's another problem for the birthday of the nation. Anyway, this is for all the chud-ass losers who got nowhere to go on 4th of July, myself included, of course. This is the only way to celebrate America nowadays, with a fucking ginormous hogged with a nice little fucking piece on Captain America, HOGWATCH, baby, made by a Chinese man. That's crazy. A Chinese designer spent extra time on this. I'm kidding, actually. It's probably not a Chinese designer, but it's a Chinese company. Wait, did they nerf his hog? Did they nerf his pee-pee? That's crazy that his dick moves. Look, when he moves up, his dick moves too. That's insane. They put jiggle physics on that piece. That's crazy. Please look at this. Okay, dude. Jesus Christ. It's tight and loose at the same time. Yeah, respect. I like that his dick is ripping through the stool though. He was just like, nope, I'm poking through it. His cock is soft and it's clipping through the stool. Anyway, happy 4th of July, folks. It's America's birthday. It's all of our birthday. Not really. Turby Derby's birthday. What the That's crazy. Leftist humor is Ermagerd memes from 2013. Not funny. Actually, very cringe, says Brian Lewis. Turby versus South Dakota governor. We supported Toby over Dusty Johnson, and this is how we're treated. Shaking my head. True. Sounds like a no-good yellow-belly cattle thief like Larry Roden. Brokey Dakota 420. That's right, brother. That's how you're supposed to celebrate Turby Derby's birthday. We got a lot to talk about. I think the Hollywood Reporter wants to kill me. I feel like the Hollywood Reporter has put a hit out on me, like straight up. It's not, people aren't biting it though, for the most part, because I do think that the Swifties don't necessarily care, or rather also find it to be a little bit much. Hollywood Reporter wrote an entire article off of that age retweet. Sandpiper dragged Taylor Swift insane wedding, a dramatic misuse of public resources. Yeah, mainstream media couldn't get conservatives to assassinate him, so they moved on to their next best cohort, Swifties. Left-wing pundit Hasan Piker is unloaded on Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce for having taxpayers pick up the cost of security for their star-studded wedding in New York City this weekend. Media reports point to the multi-day wedding event costing around $15 million, which includes security borne by taxpayers. Straightforwardly, a flex to be like, yeah, I can do this, and I kind of think it's a little bit tacky at best. And there's like a million context notes on it too. It's like, guys, they didn't pay for the cops. Like they blocked off numerous roads. What are we talking about? I don't know why the Swifties are claiming that Taylor Swift actually paid for the cops. Also, I'm fairly certain a lot of Swifties probably agree with me on this as well. Swifties probably want this beautiful day, this glorious day, to be like a day that is noteworthy and not like in fucking Madison Square Garden. I suspect that the reason why she did that in MSG is because she's filming something, and she'll then present it as like being like a gift to her audience. You know what I mean? Like commoditizing and selling like her wedding day in some capacity. That could be part of it. You know what I mean? No, Swifties are fucking insane. They love it. I think some of them probably love it, but not all of them. My point is, no matter who it is, no matter how beloved the figure is, it's just like when you're a billionaire, you're still going to do billionaire things, you know? You're still going to do billionaire things. That's my point. I saw a tweet that says she got married on July 3rd so she can call her divorce album her Independence Day, and I'm deaded. Lol. I don't know. Swifty here. Totally agree. Her engagement announcement was so fun. No spectacle and a fun after the fact surprise. Hasan, you poked the hornet's nest. The rabid Swifties are foaming at the mouth for you. I don't think so. I haven't seen it as much. They're more dangerous than Fox viewers. Dog, they're outside your house right now. I mean, who's going to be the first, honestly? Who's going to be the first to get me finally? Because it's going to happen. I just don't know who it'll be. Maybe it'll be the Swifties. Maybe it'll be the Swifties, but I think there's like woke Swifties out there, so maybe they can protect me. Yeah, but it's not lost on me that the Hollywood Reporter has tweeted about this over and over again throughout the day. And I think it's because they want me dead. They tweeted about it 3 hours ago again. They tweeted about it yesterday. I feel like they're trying to kill me. I don't know. Hasanabe hater on the Hollywood Reporter. Yeah, they might just be farming off my name a little bit, which is fine. You changed his mind.
When it comes to Hasan Piker and the DSA, I'm starting to change my mind on electoral politics. Hasan Piker has said openly that he's a harm reduction voter. He voted for Kamala Harris in the 2024 election, which I don't really fuck with. I always voted for the lesser of two evils, and I never fucking liked the person that I was voting for. And this time around, I just couldn't do it. I saw too many dead children and too many horrific things. I just couldn't do it anymore. But there are people in Hasan's comments, or his chat at least, that always accuse him of not being far left enough, or that he's like a Zionist or whatever. And he always refers to those people as like Maoist third worldists. But he also says, like, you guys are just chirping. Like, you're not building a coalition. He tells them, build a vanguard, and when you're ready, I'll be there to support you, because they want the needle to be pushed all the way to the other end of the spectrum, which would be great if things changed overnight, but that's not how it's going to work. The world isn't ready for that. The American people aren't ready for that in its entirety. Like, you have to meet people where they are. That's what he says a lot. And with what he's been able to accomplish with the people that he campaigns with and the people that are campaigning, winning elections, Zoran Mamdani, the entire DSA slate in New York, what's going on in Colorado, Chris Rabb, like, I'm starting to see it the other way around, where he's going out and building this DSA vanguard, whatever, and this is going to open a lot of people's eyes. A lot of people are going to show up to support it. Not only are people going to start running more because they see that it's possible, but also I think that it'll get people to start voting more, because they're actually seeing stories or reading articles about what's going on in New York and what Zoran's been able to do. Like, he's changing things materially for the better for his constituents, and that will get people to be like, holy shit, maybe we can change this.
See, if they don't get it, they'll get it after we win. It's that simple. That's why it's important to put your fucking head down and do the work. Rediscovering Lenin from first principles. I just don't even start that conversation. Everyone's going to get so fucking annoying about it. Exhaust all available options. Electoralism is only one route amongst many. What do I always say? There's a diversity of tactics. Exhaust all readily available options. Electoralism through this route is only one of many. That's number one. Number two, it's a massive legitimizer. It's a massive platform. It's a massive opportunity to break through Red Scare propaganda. That's part of the reason why. You never said that? What do you mean? I say it all the fucking time. You always say Durka Durden. Okay, shut up. Anyway, it's one of many options. It's one of many options, but it's a valid one. It's a valuable one. The number one problem facing the American working class that is an impediment to progress, an impediment to building any sort of vanguardist movement, if that's your flavor, is a lack of class consciousness, is unbelievable stigma against socialism, communism. We have to break through that. We have to first foment class consciousness, make the American working class recognize their class position. Then we also have to engage in political education. Only then can you build a resilient working class movement. Electoralism is one route to achieve that. And I think while many have initially criticized these tactics, and there will still plenty. See, there will still plenty. How does it feel to be a shill for the Democrats? There's still going to be guys like this. Bro is actively funneling people away from the actual left. Yeah, bro, the actual left. Where is the actual left? That's because you love the Dems. Yeah, I famously do. That's why they're actively demanding that I go to prison. Not you, that's for sure. No, where is the actual left? Did they leave America? Is that what happened? Where's your left? What have you done materially? What have you done so far? What have you done? What has your movement done? What have you guys done? Okay. No. Don't talk about MLK and stuff. Explain to me, what have you done materially in the direction of the anti-Zionist movement? Well, what about you? Well, you're criticizing my techniques. You're criticizing what I've done. I mean, I got at least enough numbers on the board at this point that I can point to. There's like, what, 8 people that have gotten elected that are out and about demanding an embargo on Israel, demanding accountability on Israel for its genocide. So what have you done? What have you done? What have you done? Exactly. I think we all know. We all know what you've done. You've done nothing. This is all you've done, okay? And this is all you got, baby. You got nothing. And it pains you every fucking day. Every day of the week, you see day in, day out, how devastating things are. And you have no power, and you recognize your powerlessness, and you know that building a movement, building a vanguard, doing true anti-Zionism is just about posting about what other people are doing and how bad their methods are. That's it. Are you projecting? Really, between you and I think there's one guy who's ineffective. Go cry about it in your Splinter Discord. That's how you foment revolutionary sentiment. You have nothing. That's it. All you got is this. The most effective thing you can do for chirpers like this is to turn around and be like, what have you done? What have you done materially to advance the cause of anti-Zionism? All they will say is, well, I don't support the Democrats at least, because they're fucking stupid. That's it. What I'm saying, what have you done to move the needle other than crying in your Splinter Discord server?
A lot of people's criticism, like, oh, they're not even socialists, they're democratic socialists. Like, yeah, but just look at it this way. Instead of voting these fucking, like, the blue no matter who people will be like, oh, let's vote these fucking run-of-the-mill Democrats in, and then we'll move the party left, which never fucking happens. The DSA is already further left than establishment Democrats, so get them in there just from the get-go. You don't have to move them left. You can, which we should, but I think that's part of the process, and that's something that Hasan had, since I've been paying attention to him, has been advocating for, but we haven't seen that materially until the Zoran win. Things haven't really changed that abruptly, but now we're seeing all these different candidates win. And if you're still like, oh, but they're not far left enough, the one thing that I would say is, since this has happened, Zoran, the whole DSA slate in New York, Colorado, Chris Rabb, since all this has happened, both Democrats and Republicans, not only the candidates or the people that are already in office, but the fucking news outlets, they all have the same talking points. And if that doesn't tell you something is changing and that they're afraid and that we're pushing things further left, then you can't see the forest through the trees.
When I found Hasan, I was a liberal millennial MSNBC watching Hillary over Bernie voter. I didn't know further left was even a possibility. I'm now a member of the DSA and grateful for his activism on Palestine. He's one guy, though. We need more people like him. I don't understand why people aren't seeing that what the DSA is doing, the DNC, they can do to the DSA. DSA realized it was more effective to run the DNC infrastructure to pull them further left. I'm not a harm reduction voter either. However, I'll take small incremental progress over hyper-capitalism. You got a dirty reformist in chat, but so is your buddy Kalinsky. Why do you even entertain MLs instead of going full reformist? For all the MLs, where would you rather live? Sweden, Ireland, Uruguay, Cuba, and China? Are you really sincerely asking me that question? I mean, China is a country that is run by a communist party that is objectively Marxist-Leninist. You can't, why would you bring up China in this conversation? It's an automatic L. It's an automatic L qualifier. It's just like it's run by a Marxist-Leninist party. You know, we can have an argument on whether they are actually going to establish socialism by 2050 or not. But out of all those countries you mentioned, yes, China, absolutely, I would prefer to live there.
We are Charlie Kirk. We carry the flame. We'll fight for the gospel. We'll honor his name. We are Charlie Kirk. His courage on. Together unbroken. We'll make ever known.